Hello everyone, and today I'm gonna be teaching you how to simulate mouse and keyboard events efficiently with one function that is called send input. So over here we have windows.h included, and we are using rstream for C++, and for that we are also using namespace std, and if we need getch we have conio.h included. So let's get into it. Now the first thing you want to do is create an object of input. So type input and then name it something. I'm gonna name it in. Now this can be an array and you can send multiple inputs with one call of that method. So for that we will just clear the memory for it. So 0 memory and pass in, then size of in. Then over here we can configure our input. So type in dot type equals. Now you can use 0 for mouse, 1 for keyboard, and 2 for hardware, which I'm not gonna cover in this video. So you can also use input underscore mouse for mouse input, and input underscore keyboard for our keyboard input, and input underscore hardware for hardware input. So this is where it's defined. You can see the values, and yeah, we'll send keyboard input first. So let's type input underscore keyboard, and after that just type n dot. Now I'm gonna leave this over here because I have to explain it. So you can see that this is our structure, that is input, and in it we have mouse input defined as mi, and keyboard input defined as ki, and hardware input defined as hr. So once you select the type, you can use that word. So over here we can use .ki to configure our keyboard input. Now after ki we can pass in this many parameters. So basically these are similar to my other video where I teach you how to use keyboard underscore event function, which is like kbd underscore event, that is its real name. So here you can pass the virtual key, which is a value that defines the hexadecimal of corresponding key. So here you can see on Microsoft website there are definitions and some are not defined. So the keys which are not defined, like numpad 4 or key 4, you can use the hex value like that, and some are undefined. So we will be copying some out of here, and you can also use scan code, and then we will give the flags that. So this time is useless basically, but it synthesizes the input. So yeah, that is there, and this is the extra info. So let's configure our things. Now wk will be, means the key that we are pressing will be let's see, we can press D key, so that's 0x44. You can type that 0x44, and then we'll just do in dot ki dot, and this thing we have to configure. And this is basically, if you scroll up you can see that is basically this values. So you can just control C and control V them. Just make sure that you add the DW flags, so you can just paste it over there, and that's pretty much it for the keyboard input. But if you just leave that over there, it will just keep that thing pressed. And also we have mistyped W over here. So yeah, there will spam press it. So we are gonna convert it into an array which holds 2 inputs. So set it equal to nothing, and then we can just 0 memory it. And if you use array, then you have to also add the count. So let's add that pretty quickly. Now you can use in1 dot type and basically copy the same thing. So we'll just copy this, and we'll also copy this, but only this time you have to change extended key to key up, and also don't forget to change the index. Now you can call our send input method, which will process all the inputs for us. So it has a return value of unit, which tells us how many inputs are successfully processed. So you can skip making this variable. It's just for error correction and checking if the method succeeds or not. Then you can type send input and as our first parameter we will just pass in the size of the inputs or the count of the inputs, so that is 2, and then we'll pass in the input and then size of input. And over here you can check for errors which may have occurred, so use US, and if US is not equal to the amount of inputs that we send, that means something has went wrong, and we can see out of an error which is oops and then inline. Else we can just say success or something like that. I will say done and then new line. So if we run this, we won't be able to see the inputs because we don't have anything that can check for inputs and say, hey, this thing has been pressed. So what I'm gonna do is I will just start on screen keyboard, and hopefully it should register the key press. Now we can compile and run this thing, and it says done. We'll just use Notepad for that. Notepad, and we can add a sleep timer over here which will sleep for some amount, maybe a second or 2 seconds are enough. I'm pretty sure I will be able to switch. Yes, you can see that the D has been pressed successfully. So that is the keyboard part done. Now we can use mouse inputs for simulating mouse. So let's change the size to 4, and then we'll add the input over here. So IN index of 2, and then type, and set the type equals 0, which is mouse input, so input underscore mouse, and then n2 dot mi dot, and you can refer to this thing. Now dx and dy is useless for clicking, but it's an extra info for other flags, so we are just going to use this, and this will configure everything for us. So Control C and then paste it over here, and then set equal to the values which are available over here. So left down for clicking once, and that will hold the key down, so we have to use left up to release the key. Now you can paste it over there and just copy this again and change this to left up. Now that will click once, but there's no way of me to show that it clicked once, so we will change this to 4 pretty quickly, and I will keep the mouse over here so you can see when the notepad defocus is. So over here we should change this things to 2, because when I copied this I just forgot to change that. And also make sure that you don't use the same numbers, cause it just ignores pretty much every single input if you do that, and that's a problem cause it doesn't like executes this much and then just ignores rest. It will ignore the entire flipping thing that we wrote. So make sure you don't do the mistake same as me, just copying and pasting it everywhere. Yeah, so don't do that. Don't use copy and paste. Well, if you use it, make sure that you change the values, and let me pretty quickly undo that. Yeah, so that was it for our send input method. And also if you want to continue watching more of my videos, then make sure you click the video that's showing up on the screen right now, maybe over here. And also if you want more videos like this, then consider subscribing, and if you like this video then make sure you hit that like button. So bye bye.